Hello Airsoft friends, and welcome to this video today, where today we're doing some active teching. Now, it's been a while ago where I received my Tridos TDC 2.0 TDC unit for my SSG10, and I haven't used it yet, and I'm sad about that, because every time I think about going to take my VSR out, there's always been some teching that I needed to do on it, and that's why it's been sitting on the wall for a bit. But no longer will that be the case. I have decided today is the day where I'm going to sort out my VSRs and hopefully get them both into working like positions. You may be able to see already that on my desk there is stuff strewn about the place, and that is because I have already kind of like tried to start the process of putting everything back to where it's supposed to be. As you know from the previous video, I kind of Frankensteined both of my VSRs to try and make an epic super monster VSR and one like normal one VS monster one as well. That didn't really work out, sadly, though. So I'm in the process of sorting them all out and putting them back over as they were. Last night, I swapped all of the internal bits around, but then I remembered today that the hop units are still the wrong way round. And I want to make sure that I install everything on the SSG10 back in the SSG10, so the TDC and everything is just all done normal and proper. So far today, you've caught me at the point of the SSG10 is now apart. I've got the MBO3 hop unit here on the side. I've got my Well MBO3 here, which has got the SSG10 hop unit in there. So I need to take that out, and then I can start to do the installation of the Tridos TDC 2.0, and that's the bit that you're going to see enjoy me doing. I am going to quickly just show you like the taking apart of the Well MBO3. It's pretty much identical to the SSG10 as well. So if you want to do this, it is kind of like a follow along guide as well, and hopefully everything will go well. So first of all, we need to take the stock off of the rifle, and to do that, there is a Phillips screw here, and then there's hex bolts here and here. And that is the stock off, and that can go to the side for later. Next up, I need to remove this screw, which holds in the outer barrel, and also on the Well MBO3, I need to slightly remove this nut too, because that puts pressure on the top of the threads. On the SSG10, you don't have to worry about that one, as far as I remember, so you should be okay with that. But yeah, MBO3, you need to loosen that off too. And then it's just a case of unscrewing the outer barrel, which has the hop and barrel assembly, everything all in there, all together as one piece. The upper receiver and cylinder and stuff like that, I can just move to the side again. I'm going to put that next to the barrel because we don't have to actually worry about that for now. Don't know what those words were that came out of my mouth, but I'm sure you know the gist. And now we need to remove this block here, which is just Phillips screws. With those removed, I now need to remove the hop arm, which is just on a little screw here. And once I've done that, I can just slide the whole assembly out of the outer barrel. Just like that. So this can actually go again to the side, because I'm not going to be screwing into that one or drilling into that one for the TDC. Instead, I am going to be using my SSG10 fluted outer barrel, which I'm excited about. But I do now need to take the hop unit apart so I can get to the insides and just essentially use this, because this is the SSG10 hop up chamber. To do that, it's super pretty simple. There's just a load of screws on the hop unit itself that you just need to undo, and then the thing falls apart side to side. This hop chamber is in such better condition than my Well MBO3 one. There we go. I do want to take off this hop rubber as well, because I am going to be installing one of those new 60-degree flamingo buckings, which Sniper Mechanic and Empire Airsoft sent me. So thank you very much to you guys for sending those across. Also as well, the TDC unit was sent over by Tridos as well. So thank you very much, Mick. I love it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yum, yum. It does feel nice. It does look good too. The patch on it looks really quite snazzy and flat and nice. So yeah, I like that. What do I need to do now though? I need to take this one off. So I'm just going to pull that like that. And then I've got all of this PTFE tape I need to remove too. So we're going to take that off as well. While this is all apart, I am going to have a little look down the barrel just to make sure it's nice and clean, which it is not. So before we go any further, I'm going to give my barrel a bit of a clean. And to do that, I use a unjamming rod, a little bit of microfiber cloth cut off in the end of it, soaked in isopropyl alcohol. I am going to try something that my friend Smalls Airsoft Tech suggested, and that is spinning the thing as I clean it. That seemed to work pretty darn good, I think. Oh my god, that is so clean. You could not get any more polished than that is. Right, perfect. I'm going to pop my hop rubber on there as well. So now that is all good to go. It is a super snug fit as well, which is lovely. I am going to give it a little bit of a PTFE around the edge too, just because I like to do that, and it kind of solidifies the air seal in my eyes. It doesn't need a lot on there, to be honest, just a little bit around the edges. Now I need to take that to the side, and I think we are ready to drill the hole for the TDC in the outer barrel. Now the way that we do that is we take our outer barrel like this here, and then we've got this little like inserty thing which we need to insert into it. It comes with a little screw in the top, so I need to remove that little screw because you use that to align it with the barrel itself. This block then slides into the barrel with the BB with the arrow facing towards the end. You may not be able to have seen that, but I certainly can. Then that screw which we took out, that's going to go into this hole here, and that's going to hold it in the perfect right place. Then almost all the way tied up, I'm going to take this little insert, push that into there, and that's actually going to hold the whole unit flush in the right place with the rest of the outer barrel. And I'm going to tighten this up just a little bit more, just to make sure that is nice and secure. And just like that, we are ready to take the included drill bit, which is really nice to actually see and have there, because I know some people may not have a drill bit of the right size, so good stuff there. And then drill that hole. And I think that looks about right. I hope that's right. That does look pretty good. All of the other videos I've seen of people, they're doing it on a table. But you know what? I don't think we need to. I think that looks pretty darn good as it is. Now I need to crack that little bit out there, undo that screw, and then slide that bit out. I think we screw drilled that in the perfect place. Lovely. Right, now that is done, let's move on to the hop chamber and get that all finished off. Now for the hop chamber, we have got a few little bits in here, and they're all pretty much in this little baggy bit. There's quite a few tiny small bits, so you may not be able to see them all, but the bits that we're going to want to use from this bag is this screw itself. So we're going to save that for later. I'm going to put that in the box. The hop up arm, which we're going to use now because we need to swap out the one that's in there already for this one. There's this little screw bit which goes on the hop up arm. And then I believe I'm going to use this little silver nub there, because there's a few different options here, but because I'm not like R-hopped or flat hopped, this is the one that I'm going to be using. Yeah, it's perfect. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. I love it when a plan comes together like so. Now the videos, when you watch them, it says to put a screw in there to hold it in place, to then stick the top bit on. But I feel like I may as well just stick the block on as it is now, because then I'm going to do that anyway. So I'm just going to do it that way. And now we need to apply the actual clicky top bit of the TDC. Now I did get the Pro version, which means I've got this handy dandy little block here which has some tape on the back. So what I want to do is put the clicky thing into here, and as you can hear, I can hear it clicking. I'm going to peel this tape off, I'm going to line it up, and then I'm going to push it down as I'm screwing it in, and then that should be everything perfectly done. I'm not sure if there's a best way to put this on, either a front, like this bit towards the front, or this bit towards the back of the riff, but as you can see where my hole is, I've got a flute right here. So I'm going to put the bigger block towards the front of the riff, because then there's going to be more of it stuck down to the tube itself. Now the first few turns are easier. The next few turns is because it's actually making its own threads through the hop arm that's in there. Now you have got the M3 screw that's in there that the screw bit does go through, so you're never going to like lose your threading, but it does it this way, so there's more kind of like tension on the screw, and it makes it, you know, less likely of a chance for it to turn. Now it's like near enough the bottom, I'm pushing that little Pro bit down and kind of continuing to screw in. I think I'll leave it there. I guess rebuild the rifle and do a test shot maybe. This is a smile of a very happy man. I imagine it's going to be a combination of TDC and the new hop rubber I've put in here. But I can wholeheartedly say that this rifle is better with both the TDC and the flamingo bucking in there. I'm like genuinely excited to actually go out and skirmish this rifle now. Like it was one that I had on the wall, which I was like, you know, yeah, when I want to snipe, I'll go grab that and go, and it'll be okay. But now I'm like, I want to get my snipe on again. Oh my days. That's, yeah, awesome. Absolutely awesome. I can't really show you, and I know that it's not really like a solid test going out. I mean, I've got like, what, 30, 40-ish meters of like space out there. It's not like, you know, ideal for like sniping examples. And I know that I need to go to a site and a range to really zero it in. But yeah, I must say, at the moment, I'm very happy with that. That's a very, very good performance. I was running it on 4.6s. Let me do it on 8s. Let me do heavier BBs, actually, quick. Let me go do that. I'm happy. Originally, I tested it on the 4.6s, the Novritsch 4.6s, and no problem at all. It was overhopping them nicely, so I thought I've got a lot of room in there to dial it in and essentially get the perfect hop that I want. I just went out and ran it with the 0.49s instead, and you know what? I've still got room to overhop the BBs, and for me, that's amazing. Now, what I mean by that is when I put the BBs in the riff and I'm taking shots, I have the ability to overhop it so the BBs are like, you know, kind of coming up and, you know, not in a way that you would want them to work. But the reason why I like to know I've got the ability to overhop it is that means that my hop rubber and, you know, the riff in general has the power and the capability to do that and to lift heavyweight BBs. Because it can lift heavyweight BBs, that means I can tone it back and dial it down and get the right amount of performance that I want out of the rifle. Because there's nothing worse than when you've got a riff and you're not able to lift those heavyweight BBs. Before this setup, I wasn't able to run heavyweight BBs in my SSG10, and in my Well MBO3, I know that I'm only able to lift like 0.4 gram BBs consistently. On a good day, 0.43, but that's kind of dependent on the temperature of the day. So I know for a fact now that this is performing a ton better than it was already. Granted, it is only a few tests out in the garden, and I need to get it to a site, but from how it's performing at the minute, I am genuinely really, really excited about getting this out to a site, running it and playing with it. And yeah, like I've always seen the SSG10 being my go-to VSR rifle and, you know, something I can use to smash the field. And now I feel like I am in a position where that is 100% going to be the case. And it's great because I'm excited to snipe again. Like for a while, I've not been that hyped about it because I'm just loving running M4 so much. But if I can take this out and, you know, utilize every single BB in the magazine instead of like, you know, doing 3 or 4 shots to try and get a guy when, you know, with this, hopefully I'll be able to just do one dead. Okay, cool, next person. That's the dream. And if I can do that with this, I'm going to be a very, very happy boy. So a huge, huge thank you to Miku's over at Tridos Design for sending me the TDC, and a huge thank you to Sniper Mechanic and Empire Airsoft for sending me the hop rubbers. Like, I'm a very happy boy right now. I feel like, I don't know, like my lost puppy has just come home and I'm ready to go out and to do that. So yeah, very happy about that. Thanks guys very much. I am going to install one of the same hop rubbers on my Well MBO3. I'm going to do that as a separate video though, because I'm going to talk about the upgrades that I've done to it, the tech work I've had to do to it to make it work with those upgrades, and yeah, kind of give you an idea on how that's performing as well after getting that hop rubber in there. And if the hop rubber change isn't as significant as the change of this with the TDC, then we know the TDC has had an even bigger impact in the overall build. So yeah, very exciting times. Thank you all very much for joining me on this, and I hope you've learned. I hope it helped you in some way or another. Huge shout out to all of my patrons. Thank you for supporting the channel month on month. You guys are amazing, and I'm thankful for each and every one of you. Again, huge shout out to Empire Airsoft, Sniper Mechanic, and Tridos Designs for sorting me out with all these bits. Genuinely, I really appreciate it. And look at the smile you put on my face. I love it. Thank you so much. If you're looking for Airsoft friends to hang out with, then check out the StayFreshShoe Airsoft Community Discord server. Link below in the description. Click it, check it out, join up. Loads of friends in there. You're going to have a whale of a time. Also, I couldn't end this video without saying hello to Project Airsoft. Project Airsoft supports the channel. It's me. I make all the things on Project Airsoft. So every time you buy on Project Airsoft, you're supporting the channel and allowing me to carry on doing everything that I'm doing. So yeah, check it out. Loads of new items going in there all the bloody time. You're going to love it. So just, yeah, have a little look and enjoy all of the wares on there. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. Remember to call your hits, and I'll see you in the next one.